Retro Maniacs, I'm happy to announce it's back to business for the Retro Collectibles Crack It show with another heavyweight never before seen on the show, and one Retro has heard a lot of good things about. Greenlight Collectibles has made a couple of castings now that Retro went bonkers about, and he wasn't the only one. Well, the 1 of 18 scale Highway 61 and Greenlight did for the Fast Furious line, Letty's custom Plymouth Barracuda. This killer Cuda usually has good reviews, and Retro thinks it will be amongst the top of the heap like Bigfoot and the Fall Guy truck, but you know him. He has to see, we have to see, is it truly an awesome diecast or a hype machine? So that's what brings us to the Retro Collectibles Crack It show, where we can crack it to see for ourselves.
Okay, fellas, we got a couple choices here. You know where I'm at. And today's my workout day, my big boy work day. I gotta rack some beef. They weighed, a box of beef weighs 18.14 kilograms. And my racks, when they come in frozen, they're in these, it comes in 8 bags. Frozen, put in a box. Problem is it's too wide to fit in the rack and they're all frozen together. So I take those, cut the top open, lift it over my head and body slam it on a stack of skids with liners to bust it apart to put it on the racks. And that's a heck of a workout. So you can come help me do that. And then after work, we're going to get into this. Well, you know what we're going to be doing. I got to hold a stretch. We're going to get the car. The video is probably going to run Saturday, but that's okay. We're doing a big car. But you can either come with me to help me bust up some beef, or you can check out, well, I'll show you what I did this morning. It was pretty cool. The light was out nice, the sun was out nice, and I did a photo shoot with some heavyweights. You want to see the heavyweights? There's a chrome chase in there. Thought so. Let's check it out.
Dude, that sounds like a decent workout for chest and shoulders and even some arms. Can we do some of that beef before we see the cars? It's been a minute since I got any work in. And this sounds interesting.
Thanks a lot for calling my bluff, Joe. Beef's mine. Check this out, guys.
Dude, my bad. I expected more Joyride fully restored Christine photos since you've been obsessed with her clean look. But Joyride Knight Rider, wow. You were saying before the best of the best is a Hot Wheels Elite, but to have any 1 of 18 scale Knight Rider is a good thing nowadays. Functioning scanner, okay. Nice second release that lost those orange lights. Wow, Chrome Knight Rider, that's something you don't see every week. I always wondered if the other details on these older Chrome Chase cars are the same. Looks that way. Opening trunk hatch is a definite bonus. Most of the older cars from this maker and era have non-opening trunks, even the movie cars, but we still love the OG of diecast. Retro, did you not say the Joyride version has a couple of working gadgets anyhow? Let's see them. Yeah, they didn't show the car's engine compartment on the screen in the 80s, so we have to use our imagination. I kind of like this version over the rocket looking one, but everything else on the Hot Wheels version beats Joyride. Retro has no desire for car here, but I appreciate car as a harder to get release. Oh, the working ejector seat. Dude, no way. I remember the same thing happening on your unboxing video when you unboxed yours. Scared the crap out of old Retro here.
Oh, guys, it looks a lot better in person. I can't wait. We got the car. I'm home. I'm gonna level with you guys. If you watched the last video of the update where I found the chase and stuff like that, I wasn't me, okay? I'm not all me right now, but I'm a lot better than I was yesterday. Basically, when I get up in the morning, I'm normal. I fall 99%, I'm Neil. I'm lucid, I feel normal. But then when I take that stuff, the prednisone, it sends me tripping. Like I told Glenn and Dave today, I'm about to take this, and Diane, I'm taking the stuff to go to work, so see when I get back. But I don't like being like that. I'm not normal now because of it. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you the outside of the box. We're going to get up in the morning. I'm going to put you guys in a time machine. You're not going to watch me sleep. And I'm going to be normal Neil. Actually, normal Retro. And then we're going to unbox it. But I got to show you the clean look of this box. By the way, You remember that chase I found last night? This guy? If I remember to put it there, I should. We found a very practical use for that. I'm not keeping it. You guys are going to agree why. You guys are going to love the idea. I'll tell you at the end of the video, but it's not staying here. So we have two cars, but I'm going to show you the one we're getting into tonight. And the second car I'll show you at the end of the video. Also Fast and Furious, but it's not a heavyweight like this. Get some light first. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Stretch is nervous. He's a new collector. And he's looking at this. He paid a hefty price for it. Now, he didn't pay a price that I freaked out and said, why would you do that? Because you got to think. You guys know I'm protective of all you guys and of my own crew here for getting ripped off, overpaying. That's my whole purpose of my being on this channel, okay? The Canada Hot Wheels thing, like you guys know all the stories, like I try to protect. I grew up with this guy, so I'm going to be watching very, very closely. So his concern is, it's a Highway 61, basically Greenlight. He heard a whole pile of shit about Greenlight. And I explained to him Greenlight is hit or miss, but when they hit, they hit. I said, I've never unboxed one of these, but guys, look at this thing in this box. Now, take away the Fast and Furious license. That thing's amazing. They did the non-licensed Vanishing Point car and killed it. It's funny, Glenn and Dave walked in with it. They had it, and I told them it was Vanishing Point because of the Colorado plate. Some people don't like that one because of the accuracy. It's the TV version or whatever with the white mirrors instead of the chrome ones, or I can't remember. I'm tired, guys, but it's the paint on this thing. It's the whole box of it, like just, guys. And this is another one, Stretch, we're going to try to get you an acrylic. By the way, I had to return the Christine's tonight. I had to say goodbye to that Joyride. That thing is beautiful, guys. I told Stretch, I said, it's not screen accurate because it doesn't have the proper trunk and proper white walls and maybe one or two tiny other things. But that thing's clean. That thing takes a pick. And I cannot wait to get into this, guys. So, look at that hood. Without further ado. Actually, I'll read the back and then we'll put you guys in the time machine and then without further ado. But good thing about it, you got a good box. It's a little bit thicker here though. Just to show that the tab on it, but the rest is all good. And that might be able to be repaired. You might be able to repair that. Some of those tabs, you can't get them without doing that, so. But, okay. Filled with cool cars, chart-topping music, and a high-octane attitude, Fast and Furious, the explosively popular franchise built on speed continues to fuel the car culture craze. So start your engines, get your gear, and experience the ride of your life. Letty's custom Plymouth Barracuda, adult collectible. Now, you don't see a lot of these around, and it does say limited production. So we're hoping it's going to have a production number. It's like the question with the Greenlight Artisan Family Truckster. Why is there none available, and why are they all $400? They're awesome. I mean, look at it. Look at how they look. But where are they all? Did they only make 5,000? Like, I still haven't got an answer. But hopefully we'll see if this has a number. That paint scheme, though, guys. Jesus. Okay. So I'm going to put you guys in the time machine, and we're going to get into this.
Retro, let's flash them instead.
It is Saturday morning, guys. We are feeling good. I'm going to tell you why we're feeling good. I'll show you the blanket later. It's a gift from Diane. She made me a blanket with me of all different, well, you'll see. I've showed you it before probably, but I'm using it today as kind of a background. We're out of the sun. I'm lucid because I'm doing the video before I take those medication and trip out, just to explain it while I'm lucid. Apparently 40 milligrams is when all these start to happen. 40 milligrams of that steroid. After talking to the doctor, we determined they had given me 50 milligrams plus my Adderall. So the point of where people report like basically schizophrenic, like tripping out, hallucinogenic stuff, I was 10 milligrams over that plus taking my ADHD medication. So it's being adjusted. I'm awake. It's my alarm went off at 9:45. I've been up for about an hour getting set up. The thing about this, if you get about 3 hours sleep, you feel solidly charged in the morning, but it's not real energy. So I will probably be taking a nap after this video. But Glenn is at work for the day. We got the full run of the Cowie Diecast Museum. We got a heavyweight car, and I'm going to show you because Stretch is nervous. It's court day today, okay? It's court day for his car. The Retro Collectibles LookSee Set is like going to federal court. You can't hide blemishes. You can't hide badly lined up parts. It's all quality and detail on that turntable. No hype. And that's what it's about. A good car. It's like if I sat here and said, oh, you know what, guys? I changed my mind. Everybody says this is awesome. And I've seen people selling it for over 300 bucks. What's the point? It's awesome. Everyone says it's awesome. Nah. We see for ourselves. And I want to see up close because that paint, it won't be an anodized finish, guys, but there's just something special about how they did that paint. Even the box presentation. Now, I was saying about Greenlight being hit or miss. They're a great entry-level company. I love Greenlight. I have several Greenlights in my collection. The Greenlight A-Team van beats the heck out of the Hot Wheels Heritage one in the red box. I'll see if I can remember a picture here. The cheaper one that's still in retail, the A-Team one, beats that one that sells for 300 up. Has more opening doors, everything. Smokes the crap out of it. Greenlight didn't also kill it only on the Bigfoot truck and the Fall Guy truck. I got a couple others here to show you. This, the Black Ghost Challenger, is still in some retail places actually. You could still get this for a decent price, I think, out of Quebec. The 1/64 scale version, I had it when it came out. A little bit of dust on it, even though it's been in the cabinet. I had it. It did not replicate the gator green roof that this does. If you guys don't know the story on this car, Google the Black Ghost Challenger, the 1970 Dodge Challenger RT. This was apparently a notorious street racer back in the 70s in Detroit. He would disappear after smoking people. It was an auction right out RTSE, actually it was, from what I've read. And it became a legend in the underground street racing scene. Now, I've heard stories that was kind of Hollywooded up to sell the car because the car exists as a survivor. It's awesome condition. Well, not awesome. It's survivor condition, but you know what I mean. And it sold for a lot of money. The Sun sold it. But they did an amazing job on this. It's another one where it's like they say, we got the license for this. It's a heavyweight. It could be a heavyweight. We can't fumble this. They even have hood pins that slide in and out that look real. But I've done an unboxing video on this car. This is by Greenlight. Amazing job, and still in retail stores. The Black Ghost Challenger. I gave that a high grade. They did good. This one here is funny. So this is Highway 61. basically a line, a division of Greenlight, okay? However they work, I don't know, but it's Greenlight, okay? So I walked in the door one day, and Dave and Glenn had just gone and gotten a bunch of cars in a deal because they're smart about it. It's like buying dope. You buy in bulk, you get it cheaper. And when it comes to these big expensive cars, that's what you should try to do. So this thing here, to them, it was a white Challenger, right? That's what it says on the box, right? White Challenger. It's got that nice little sticker on the box, that 10-year whatever, okay? So they're in here chatting one day, and this is sitting up on the LookSee Set. The LookSee Set wasn't set up. They weren't doing YouTube videos. It was just sitting up there. They were talking, whatever. This and a few other cars. I walk in, start talking to them, and I look up and I see that, and I said, holy crap, who got that? And they looked at me and said, who got what? I said, come on. I said, whose is that? And they said, what, the white Challenger? I said, yeah. I said, you know what that is, right? And they go, no. I said, that's the Vanishing Point Challenger. Like, they thought it was just one that looked like it. I said, hold on, I'm not positive about it. So first thing I do is I go look at the license plates. Colorado. So they had a Vanishing Point Challenger. This thing, I unboxed it on the channel. It's beautiful. Now, there's something that they did awesome with the wheels and everything. Some people are not happy with the mirror. Now, I don't remember because I grew up with the TV movie version of it with Viggo Mortensen. I believe, if I remember correctly, the one that Viggo drove had a white molded mirror like this. So this would be the made-for-TV remake. People don't like that. People like the original with the chrome mirror. That's if I'm not mistaken about that. It could be Viggo with the chrome mirror. I don't know. But I remember people saying there was different mirrors in the two movies. Some people were not happy about this car. I think they did an amazing job. The grill. They killed it on that grill, guys. So yeah, so this is what we're talking about, Stretch. And this car here fetches money. And obviously they knew what they were doing with that Colorado plate. It boasts opening doors, hood, trunk, fully plumbed engine, working steering and suspension, detailed interior, and soft rubber tires. Yeah, so that is a heavyweight, and that's something that they stumbled on. There's a chance that if I didn't walk in when I walked in, that could be in somebody else's collection. They might have thought it was just a white, because it doesn't say Vanishing Point. You know what I mean? And Dave, as knowledgeable as he is, and he's getting very good now with movie cars, he's an old school guy like Giuliano, where he's knowledgeable over the whole market, where I'm kind of better in little niche areas. But he was on to the Vanishing Point. Like when I said, do you know what that is? He said, there's that Vanishing Point. Like he wasn't that far detached, right? But yeah, like that's a heavyweight car. So that's from this company here. And I was going to get the screwdriver to unscrew everything. But I realized hopefully they did it like Greenlight did the Black Ghost and this other one here. And I think they did. And guys, I told you, I'm going to get out of the sun here, sorry. So I told you guys, I want you to remind me. If you remember, I found this the other day with Centennial Night Scalper standing 15 feet away. What was happening was she was bugging, it looked like they had brought out 2 Monster Toy skids, but I walked around them, there was no diecast on it. It looked like she was it might have been laying some pressure to put those back, take another one back. So in other words, while she was trying to take more, she didn't notice this 750 piece chase sitting there. Because she does take these too. It's if anybody's thinking, oh, maybe she's not in M2s or no. It's not somebody that collects. If it was, I wouldn't have such an issue with it. Plus, do it fairly. Don't do it when the store is closed and then we're lined up in the winter time at 6:55. The door's open. We're walking over at 7 o'clock and you're already going through the till with anything of value. That's no. The only reason we knew we knew we were getting, it was an inside robbery, but the only reason we knew is they let us in 5 minutes early one Friday or Thursday, whenever it was. It was one morning. Lady said, you know what? Nobody's here. Go ahead. Have a good day, guys. And me and the guy in the morning that used to go every morning walked around the corner, and to our amazement, she had a shopping cart that would choke a horse. Chases and everything. Those car culture chases, they're not really rare. They're like one per case, whatever, but she was cleaning up on that Altiza one, but there's so many of them. Okay, this one should be easy to open, guys. And like I said, nothing to unscrew, which is good. So right to business. I'm feeling good. Retro is back for you guys. You could probably tell that I might be a little bit energetic, but I'm not out of it. You know what I mean? Feel good. Already had the shower, wide awake. And waiting till after I hang out with you guys to eat breakfast and have my meds. And it comes out just like we thought. See, I love how they're doing this, guys. They're getting away from the screw down bases because they know people like to display them. It's a pain in the butt. This, how much better is this? Comes out on a tray. You could take it out, display it, put it back on the tray. Like it's meant to be in and out where nothing gets wrecked. What I hated was the last generation of Joyride when they were still using blisters for some stuff. My Ecto 1 for the Slimer. I should have left that in the blister to keep the box mint, but you know me, I needed the Slimer out, right? But for example, Stretch's Christine, I found out after the fact, because remember we were not sure if it had an antenna. I said it's in there somewhere. It was. It was in there. It had a blister similar to Smokey and the Bandit Ertl for the antenna, the CB antenna. It was blistered on. In that situation, guys, if it's not a major, like Smokey and the Bandit, I took the blister off because that needs the antenna. Christine, in my opinion, doesn't need the antenna. It looks fine. I told Stretch, in my opinion, I would leave that in the blister. Because if you take that out of the blister, that's going to hurt your box. But anyway, guys, let's look into this. There is that paint. I'm hoping the camera is going to do the paint justice. It just doesn't look like regular. It's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Got a couple dust bunnies on it, but we've got our official Highway 61 little wiper. So we'll take care of that. And you know we're going to have a go around of it right here, but you know where it's going. It's here to go to federal court. The bright lights of the LookSee Set. I hope you got a good lawyer, because I've been hearing. This is where they come to find out, guys, if we're dealing with a good car or a hype machine. If it's good because everybody says it's good, or if it's good because we've looked at it and it's got stuff that makes it good. And I'm hoping they didn't use the little, oh good, okay, it's tape. Sometimes they use little metal rivets, not Highway 61, but they use these little button things that really mangle the plastic. This tape here, you could replace it because it's packing tape. One of the few things I could say you can get rid of is the tape and the strapping. So before the end of the video, don't forget, I've got to show you what we're going to be doing with that chase because it's got a very special intention. We're going to use it to prop the door open. Now, you guys are going to love the idea. Oh, that's got... So Stretch was concerned it doesn't have a lot of weight to it. Because, you know, a lot of people... weight is quality, right? Because more parts, stuff like that. Not a super heavy model, but it still looks quality. Like there's something about it that puts it different than a lot of other cars I've looked at. Kind of like that Joyride Christine. It's not It's not movie accurate. Like if somebody were to come to me and say, Neil, what's the most movie accurate version? That's the one I want to get for the restored. I would tell them get Auto World, because that's what they're after. But for sheer beauty, let me tell you. And sometimes they knock it out of the park with the casting, like the Black Ghost, which I think is going to go up in value. If you're wanting to grab something just to put in the vault, keep it mint, don't open it. Grab a Black Ghost if you can. You won't be disappointed. It will go up. Steering feels good quality. But it feels like some working suspension. Front end feels really good quality, actually. Really good. I believe, yeah, they did the working hood pins. Like on... We're going to take those out, actually, of course. Working hood pins. Seats go forward and back, obviously. Actually, you know what, guys? What are we doing? First thing we have to do is let Stretch know the verdict on paint rash. And you know what? We're going to go get our little Highway 61. One sec. Some cars include nice little gadgets and tools. Actually, Solito, I love the little... It's like a little door opener, hood opener tool. I love that. The Highway 61 also has a tool like that too that we use here a lot. But the bright lights of the LookSee set, nothing's gonna hide. So we're gonna be able to see it. I thought it might have had a little mark there, but it's actually something, it's something that's gonna come off, thankfully. But he is lucky for paint rash, guys. Actually, yeah, you're good, buddy. You don't got paint rash. They knocked it out of the park on the paint. I love the paint scheme. Like I said, guys, take away the licensing. That is one deadly Mopar. Wow, that is one nice Cuda. And like I said, so now that we know the paint's okay, now we're going to look for a production number. Why is it so much money? That's what I see here. That's what I'm talking about, Stretch. I'll go get my green lights. You show me that. Serialized. It not only is it a number, I think it's serialized. It says 1082 or 1032. This is 1082. It might be 1082 total or the number. So if it's the number out of how many, I think it might just be 1082 made, because usually they put the number, they serialize it. But I'm going to look into it. But this is the bottom, guys. And that Black Ghost, they did awesome too. It doesn't look awesome like this custom Letty's one, but it's the detail they did for that was awesome. But remember, this is a custom. It's got those big mufflers and everything. Big headers sticking out. But that is gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to start at the back. Oh, Stretch. The trunk opens beautiful. If I remember about the vanishing point, sorry guys. If I remember about the vanishing point, there we go, look at that. The doors and everything open beautifully. Look at that jack and everything. That production number, buddy, that's exactly what I was hoping to see, Stretch. Remember I showed you on the box, limited production, and I said hopefully little things like that you look for, and usually there's a reason why you don't see many around. And that is a very good thing. Very happy to see that. Okay, so we're gonna look at the interior first, then it's going to court. Okay. Sorry guys, there. Got our sweet spot. Then it's going to court. Come around to the Canadian side first. And don't forget, guys, we're going to get all the different angles on the bright lights of the LookSee set, because that is where court is. Hammer is going down. Court's in session already. And it's serious. And these doors line up beautiful and they close beautiful. They got a beautiful hinge system on it. It's not like the... I'm not knocking Ertl, guys, but you know the Ertl hood hinges and the door hinges, you can't kill them. You cannot kill them. But they're very industrial, very reliable, but they don't look the cleanest. But those are very nice hinges. Wow. Like it clicks. That's not a regular die-cast door, buddy. Stretch. Okay, we're going to get the hood pins out. Now, guys, anything you have with these hood pins, put them somewhere where you're not going to lose them. These guys are small, okay? If you don't have good eyes, put them somewhere where you're going to lose them. That's another reason my eyes are working a lot. Well, my eyes are working normal now. So this is a hood. You got to be careful because obviously if it's got hood pins holding it, it might actually be a pop-off hood. I have a feeling, and this might be where our tool is going to come in. Yes, one sec. How cool is that, guys? So the hood does not come off. Remember I was talking about special hinges? The little detail? Stretch, wait till you see those, buddy, in person. They're like similar to Silver Screen Machines General Lee with the realistic spring. Like, looks like a real car hinge, but that is the detail, buddy, right there. So Stretch's concern was he's just getting in. He doesn't want to be taken, obviously, for a ride. And why is this car so much money? The box, like he was feeling the box. He says the box doesn't feel heavy. He said it's nice, but he said this GMP here, it's got everything. Roll up windows. It's got this. It's got this. He goes, is that going to have all that? Probably not. I said, yeah, but this is going to kill it in other areas. And GMP, as big of a heavyweight as they are, that's one of the leading guys. I hate to say it. I don't like putting anybody down. But a lot of times when I open GMP or those high-end cars, those are the guys with paint rash. A lot of them. Not the old Ertls, not mice though. I don't think I've ever had one with paint rash yet. I don't think. Unless I'm not remembering. But it's usually the real expensive cars that you get the paint rash, and those are the ones that make you just cringe. And it's on the hood, it's on the roof, whatever. So all companies have good and bad, I guess is what I'm saying. Guys, I'm stoked to get pictures of that. So it is up right now on the turntable of the Retro Collectibles LookSee Set. Basically court for these die-cast cars. You can run, but you can't hide. In the Cowie Diecast Museum, the 905 crew, all of that, Retro Collectibles, the Crackit Show, we don't run on hype. We run on quality and details. So let's see if this has got some. I know it's got the look. So seeing that number plate makes me feel a lot better about bang for the buck, but I will tell you guys, I just jumped online, checked eBay ads, checked everywhere else. I cannot find a production number on this. If you guys know how many of them were made, maybe they did a few different runs, but this is going to be nothing stretch like the Greenlight A-Team van, stuff like that. Like it's when they say limited, it's a lot more limited. That little plate on the bottom, that looks killer itself. I'll show you guys that in a couple of minutes, but it just shows that it's a little bit extra. But this thing is not just about production numbers. It comes down to how it looks as well. There could be only two in the world, but if it looks dumb, it looks dumb, right? I think this thing rocks. I think they did a hell of a job. There's actually not this car here, but one that I got confused. It's a similar car, similar company. By the end of this video, I'm going to hook you guys up where you can get a car. It's not this car, it's from a different movie, but the same maker. Smoking deal right now. And it would have similar quality to this one. But this thing, guys, is gorgeous. And just to let you know, Stretch, one of the things I was looking on to get information on this car was eBay. Okay, I just jumped on eBay, had a look. There's one of these on sale right now. I guess it's maybe an auction going because it said, so it's at $325 Canadian right now, plus shipping. $325 Canadian plus shipping. 23 people are watching it. Like it was lit up, 23 people watching, like it's trending type thing. So that means people are ready to pull the trigger on that. Because they're ready to pull the trigger on that. That doesn't mean I'm ready, Stretch is ready, and you retro maniacs are ready. That's the point I'm making you. A lot of this market out here is controlled. I made a post the other day on Facebook and it actually got like 63 likes. I couldn't believe it, and shared. I explained how the market in these diecast cars, how some of them, like the Ertl Bullet Mustang, for example. A year ago, I got Dave one for Christmas for 70 bucks in the box. 20-minute drive away. I would get those all day long for 100 bucks mint in the box. Now, if you get one for under 150, 175 with a good box, like some of them are appreciating slowly, okay? Trying to think of I'm lost my, about that article. So if I take a car, let's say this car here, it's mint in the box, okay? It's a $50 car. But I take this, take a bunch of nice pictures of it, I mark it for 150. And I just flood the markets. Like you're in the greater Toronto area, I just hammer it to the point where I'm using different Kijiji accounts. I've got hundreds of ads going. So if you type in 118 diecast, you're getting my listings, okay? And it's showing you a car that's worth $50, but there's 10 different ads. Some of them have different names because a few people do it. But if you see this car enough for 150 bucks, you're going to think that's what it's worth because that's the only ads you're seeing. That's the problem. Because people will say to me, well, that's what they're all selling for. That's what they're all listed for. They're listed for that. Good thing, one of the things I like about Kijiji is it says how long things are listed for. And some of the things that are on there that I shake my head about, listed 3 years ago, listed 4 years ago. These guys are fishing. They're fishing for suckers. Don't be their bait. Okay? You guys know what the deal is. And then if somebody doesn't know any better, pulls the trigger to get themselves a car, then it's well, they're going for that. They're not going for that. They're going for that because you manipulated the market and tricked people, you know? And I'm not blaming anybody in particular. I'm saying the market in general. And what I guess what I said made sense to a lot of people because I was like, 63 likes. Holy crap. Wow. I guess they didn't take it as just ranting. I'm sorry, guys. I can't stop looking at that on the turntable. It just looks so clean. We've had 3 cars I couldn't stop looking at the turntable. One of them was Dave's flawless, by the way, that Shelby Collectibles Mustang. A week later, still no answers, guys, about production numbers. I bet a couple people $50. I said, if you give me a usable link by tomorrow at 5 p.m. to order one of these, I'll give you 50 bucks. 2 people couldn't do it. We're not looking to sell that car. We're just looking to see how many were made. So if anybody can help us with the Shelby Collectibles. But this thing, guys, sorry, just got to take it all in. They really did a good job on that paint. Like I said, take away the Fast and Furious licensing. You got a mean Mopar there. An AAR Cuda. Okay, guys, getting right into it and thanking Harrod's Diecast Collective for the extra lighting for the Retro Collectibles Crack-It set. We do take donations like that, guys. Lighting for the set, just stuff like that for the show. and we use it and it does help, but we're just gonna have a go around of it quickly now. Let's give you guys a real good, that paint with the graphics scheme, guys. Look at that, I love that. I don't even collect, well, I do collect Fast and Furious, but I'm after the early movie cars, you guys know that. But I see one of these for the right price, because I'm a Mopar guy. Yoink.
Retro. Bro, that paint scheme is right. Thing pops, but can we get to the nitty gritty of it now? Court's time is wasting here and legal fees ain't cheap, so let's see the inner workings of this beautiful beast.
Yeah, time for court, guys. No lying up here. We get right in. Well, let's get some light in here. So getting right into it, guys. Nicely detailed. Got the jack instructions. Little things like that make all the difference. We got the jack in the trunk. Spare tire. It's got the standard hood hinges on the trunk, but who cares? It's the trunk. You can even see, if I could focus, right there, the little key thing, whatever that is. That's detail. Believe it or not, I did sales for 12 years, and I thought it was easy because they were not face-to-face sales, but I learned later in life, I was doing the hard sales over the phone, 12 years. You sell the sizzle, not the steak. This thing has benefits. It's not just a name on it. It's not just using the Fast and Furious name to juice more money. It's got some sizzle to go with the steak. Stuff like the hinges, the serialized number plate, and we're going to get into the other features. Bang for the buck. So guys, we're going to have a real good look at the bottom of the car as well. I'm also, if I could remember at the end of the video when we wrap it up, I'm going to show you guys a car that doesn't have any bang for the buck, sizzle for the steak. Sorry about the shakiness, guys. Trying to get right in for you though. There it is, guys. See the seat belts. You could even see leather green on the seats. Doesn't have the stickers where the gauge clusters are. No chrome paint pen needed for that door. Nor should it be, and that's what I'm talking about. If you're paying good money for a model, it's not all about the production number either. It's got to have some quality and detail in there. Jesus. Take away all the extra features, that paint, man. But the paint alone is not enough. It needs features as well, and this has got them. Take a look at that grille, guys. We've already seen the hood pins. They function. They're out of the car now for ease of use. Because we're going to get in that engine bay right now. For the record, I like that it's not one of those hoods that come off, that you're going to forget and it's going to drop off, or I love those hood hinges. We're going to get up close to those in a second as well. But look at the battery cables. I always say, guys, if the engine looks like it was put together with individual parts like this, that's detail. See if I can... The Silver Screen Machines General E makes a little sound like at the real car. Look at that detail, guys. Look at the air cleaner even. Killer. Passenger side is always a good angle to get for that unobstructed view. See right across. Now this is where they put the details even where you're not supposed to be seeing them. Look at the back seat. A lot of places hide stuff, hide the details. They don't include the details in the back seat. You could even see the grain. It looks like the grain of the leather on the driver's seat, passenger seat, everywhere. Detail. And a real good look up in that. Check that out. Oh, it's upside down. She's a looker, guys. Wow. Yeah, As a Mopar guy, take the licensing away. That is a killer car. It's got bang for the buck as well. You're not just paying for a name. And it's not one of those cases where this car is awesome, except for this little bit of this or this. No. It's got no paint rash, no marks. It's perfect. Not Kijiji mint. Perfect. Well, I guess that's it with the car. There's nothing else really left to do here. Well, I am going to show you the next unboxing, of course. Killer. No. The next unboxing I'll show you, but you guys know I'm not going to forget glamour shots. Car like this? Come on. Timu Joe Rogan, my sidekick. What's the verdict on this car, Joe? What do you think? Do you think it's a hype machine or a Retro Collectibles winner? What are you thinking?
Dude, there's no way that's got all those features and it's a hype machine. I would say complete opposite. Even has the look to go with it.
Almost like you can say it has the complete package. Yeah. You guys always know to come at jug up time because you know I'll share my pizza rolls. Those I'll have to hold on to though. Okay, so two quick things, guys, and I'll let you go enjoy your Saturday. By the way, that car is a winner. By the way, it wasn't, I didn't deem it a hype machine, what we're going to call hype machines from now on. That thing had bang for the buck, numbered, limited. Speaking of limited stuff, I'm going to give you guys a short example story about how sometimes it's more than just a number. It's not just about the number. You got to get some sizzle with the steak, if you know what I'm saying. So I came across it. Well, if you guys remember, my favorite charger of my entire collection that I am incredibly happy to own, I got one of these for 125 bucks. I had to drive to Brantford, which is about 30 or 40 minute drive. But it's an Ertl Authentics bullet charger. Now, the only thing that's not, it's not licensed, and the license plate says Chase Me. But it's clearly the right car. It's got the spinning drive shaft. It's got all of the Ertl American Muscle Authentics. It's gorgeous, guys. And on top of it, having the spinning drive shaft, the accurate hubcaps, because it was hubcaps in the movies and not rims, has all the accuracy, plus it's numbered. So it's got bang, and it's got, you know what I'm saying, sizzle for your steak. It's got the features, and it's got the low production number, one of 752. So 752 of these exist, unless they did a second run. They might have, I don't know. I don't see many of them. And in fact, I've had several old school collectors after seeing mine say, wow, I have never seen that before. But that is a good example of a all around good package. You got a low production, or lower, or at least limited to where there's not a gazillion, guys. Because if there's a gazillion, who wants it? Everybody's got it. And this is an example of what's not. So to go with that charger, I ended up getting my Auto Art bullet, if you remember, for 100 bucks. That very one right there, 100 bucks in the box, okay? I seen one day online a bullet that I had never seen before. This. It says on the box, Elite. So it got me thinking, wow, like, does that have all the features of the Authentics charger I have? Like, in my mind, I'm picturing having a very detailed bullet charger and then something of the same scale alongside of it is in my head. It's made by American Muscle, so it's not going to be, like, it's going to be awesome, but I don't know what it's going to be. And then I see the number plate. That really catches my eye. Wow. It's numbered. And I look at the license plate, bullet license plate. So it's not a licensed bullet, but you know what it is, okay? And my leg is a lot better since taking the medication. It's almost healed. So here's my point, guys. I went online asking all the OGs information about that Mustang, because if it was a super detailed numbered Mustang, how cool would it be to have a numbered bullet charger and a numbered something like that to go with it, right? And you know what I was told? It's got crap details. It's just a run-of-your-mill Ertl, probably even not even as good as just a regular bullet Ertl, probably just that or not even. I was told it's not known for good detailing at all. And if you're going for screen accuracy, anything like that where that matters, don't go for that. The only way I would go for that is if it was a decent price. And that's about it, because it's low number, and I would have it just to show people, like, check this out. Did you know they made this bullet? You know what I mean? It wouldn't be showed off because it's not a very highly detailed one. But that's the point I'm making. Sometimes you're not lucky to get that full package, and you're getting something that's well done, but they made a gazillion of, like the Greenlight 18 van, or, which I will say again beats the Hot Wheels Red Box Heritage with more openings and stuff. Get the Greenlight van over the Red Box Hot Wheels 18, telling you. And they didn't make a gazillion of them. And they have a bunch of cool features. So you got the bang for the buck. That Mustang didn't have it. It had one thing but not the other, you know what I mean? And the price the guy was asking at the time wasn't worth it. Wasn't going to happen. Coming up, guys, might not be next, but from 2003 Fast and Furious line. You know what's cool about this, guys? So I think this is one I helped him get dirt cheap because it's a yellow Viper, I'm not gonna lie. But okay, the box is awesome. It might need a plastic replacement down the road because he does have a little bit of crack, and the box is awesome though. You know what's interesting about this, guys? It came out in 2003. It says on the bottom of the box, same era as the rest of them. It's a 2003 Dodge Viper SRT10. So that'd be a brand new casting at the time. Have to check that out. That's interesting. And another interesting fact, back in the day, well, Red Green lives in Hamilton, or he used to, on Aberdeen Avenue. He was driving, I think years ago when I moved here, a black Dodge Viper. Yeah, it was black. Red Green used to drive. And remember I told you guys about that idea that I had that you guys are going to love for this? So check this out. You guys know that I missed a bunch of work. I have a big financial thing looming over my head because that thing, if it gets denied, I'm probably going to have to end up paying something out of pocket. And I've missed work that wasn't accounted for, and it's been a tough time financially. Christmas is coming, okay? I'm still getting my friends and inner circle and stuff, whatever I can afford to get them. And you guys know me, I try to make my money stretch, okay? Even if I find a $100 Silver Screen Machines General Lee and give it to somebody, it's worth more than that $100 because of what it is, right? So this, I found it the other day in the store. You guys seen it. Case fresh. It's from M2 Machines. And it's a chase piece. 750 of them exist. Okay? I find this stuff all the time. And I let my friends have it, my inner circle, for retail cost. Yeah, they won't even know they have one coming sometimes. I'll just message them and say, you want this for what I paid? And because I don't collect them anymore. I had 50 of them, if you remember. I had a huge collection and sold them off. So this here, 750 of them made. Now here's the problem. I just told you I give all of them away. This is something I collect here, okay? I collect that. I was going to keep it for me. You know where it's a lot more value? This is my friend Giuliano's favorite car. Okay, favorite car in the world. This is costing me under $20. So under $20, I've just taken, and I'm not spoiling the gift, guys. He knows about it. I had to tell him because I didn't want him buying one from the secondary market, paying 50, 60 bucks, whatever it is. So anyway, for $20, I get to give Giuliano a Christmas gift, so he's off the list. He is over the moon about it because he knows it's not 20 bucks. It's a really desirable, nice chase. Because sometimes you'll get one of these, it's just a crap car, guys, or something you don't collect. And I'm so picky, but I kept it. So for under $20, Giuliano is getting something that only 750 in the world. It's collectible, it's something that he loves. How can you go wrong with that? And I've done it with Marketplace Deals of the Week. If you remember last year, Dave H., who's a very good friend of mine, we got him a Ertl Bullet Mustang for almost, well, it was under $100. I'll say that. In the box, I had to drive 20 minutes. But if things are tight, do things like that. Be resourceful. Go on Marketplace. Try to get a deal of the week. Make somebody's day with a heavyweight car. Or something like this. You find a chase in the store because, like I said, I paid 20 bucks, guys, retail. But because of what that is, it's worth more. And that's the one thing that I agree with marking up is chases. If you find a chase in the store because it's a limited number, something special, you can charge extra because of what it is. So I'm not going to get that Sprite Daytona chase, guys, but you know what? For $20, my friend's getting a killer gift and he's off the list already. And that's a lot better feeling. Not going to lie to you guys, my alarm was set for like 9:45. I got up when Glenn was going to work and just stayed up and got right into it. So I think I'm going to have a nap. Since I'm feeling like a regular person today, I think I'm going to have a regular nap. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Thanks for keeping up with me, going through all these shenanigans, acting crazy. Do me a favor though, smash that like button because it helps out. It helps get my videos out to other collectors and it helps out other collectors. And while you're at it, do all this. And as always, guys, happy hunting.
Subscribe to the Retro Collectibles YouTube channel for awesome diecast unboxings, reviews, and tips on how to build your dream collection on a budget. And please don't leave any chases behind for Centennial Night Scalper.